I haven't done one of these in a while here. Looks like that little circle thing is moving up and down with the vibrations. So I guess that means that I'm live. Like, share, survive. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, prescribe. Like, share, imbibe. It's the gospel of Bob. All monies go to Art in 84. I don't make a dime. This is Bob. A good morning to you. I haven't done one of these in a while. Oh, I'm just on a morning portion. The morning is for like special forces in the army. Okay. I'm not in the army, man. I'm not in the army and I'm certainly not in special forces. So shout out to those who do that. But this brother is not one of them. So it's hard to do morning stuff. Anyway, it's been a while. Trust all of you are doing sufficient in whatever you're doing. Um, see the chats coming in, the comments coming in. The thing about I mean, I see you guys. I love you guys, man. But forgive me if I don't talk too much because then I'll start responding to the comments, and then what's the point? But I definitely have no interest in talking to any of you mofo's this early because I'm tired, and I don't like being tired, and I don't like being tired when I have to talk. So I see you guys in the comments section. I don't know what you people are doing up just as crazy as me. Y'all better be earning some money or something, man. Because there's no way in the world I'd be up this early, man. If I wasn't earning some money, you know, I am earning money right now. Well, just got on the clock. Anyway, whine, bitch, moan. Hey, so I haven't done one of these in a while. We're getting members at a pretty good clip, which is kind of cool. And after all the paperwork with Google, finally I can pay these guys 84 in art. So they should get a nice check. Hopefully in a couple of weeks. It's amazing, you get monetized, but that's not it. Now Google wants to know, you know, who won the Kemper Open. Um, what's the quantum leap of the 18th power of the Ford motor truck built in Peru? They want all these questions. I'm like, dude, what do you want? Look, let me just pay my ass, all right? Multi-billion-dollar company treat me like I'm some kind of nobody. I got guys I got to pay, man. I can't help your general ledger. What about my general ledger? All right. But since last time I've done this, um, we got Marble and we got Entwine, two heavy hitters. Entwine's I like that guy, man. He knows his shit and he's really humble. And he's good. He's good. He's good for us. He's good for the team. I like guys who come on board and just are good for all of us. Shout out to Eric with a birthday yesterday. Eric is one of those guys that probably perpetually looked like he was like 30. So when he was in like sixth grade, people thought he was old as hell. He'll be 50. You're like, man, you look kind of young. Yeah. Those faces that are like just stuck in time. I guess I have one of those faces. So I'm told. I don't really notice it until I see people my age. I'm like, oh, wow. I guess I do look kind of young. Anyway, shout out to Eric for his birthday. Nasus, we miss you. Uh, you're somewhere doing something with Raldolfo, wherever his name is, and that's fine. But you need to check in. I got to keep tabs on. I got to know where you guys are. I got to keep tabs on all of you. Okay? So Nasus, you got to check in. I think I saw it on the panel for a second last night, but you gotta check in. All you need to check, I need to know where each and every. I'll put GPSs on all of you. I'll put them on all of you. I'll do it. I swear to God, I do it. I got enough money to do it. Always wait to see the Bilster. Black Bear is another one that's kind of making himself known. I like Black Bear, man. Like I said, I posted a 4 hour thing with Black Bear and Dave. Uh, Dave and his fierce defense of Chicago. Yeah, Chicago is a nice city when it was a nice city. And I get the Sears Tower, I get John Hancock Center, I get O'Hare Airport, second busiest airport in the world. I get all that, man. But you're making it sound like Chicago is heaven, and it's not. Um, it's not. I've seen the closest thing to heaven on earth I've seen is Singapore. All right, and believe me, Chicago is no Singapore. Besides, it's cold, man. Heaven is not a place where it's chilly and windy. Our hotel down there is like, man, we stay like right downtown, man, and that wind comes whipping around those buildings, man, and it punches you. Screw the hood ninjas, man. The wind alone will punch you in the face. I got mugged by a gust. It grabbed me and it threw me in the air and then pinned me on the ground and said, "Give me your money, nigga." And then it flew off. All the money just flew off. Give me your money, nigga. So, but Dave, I do admire your defense of Chicago, and I hope you run for mayor because not even the mayor you have now, with his cross-eyed self, defends Chicago that much. So there's that. Black Bear, yeah, Black Bear, with all them guns, man. Those are super soakers. Those are super soakers. They ain't no real guns, man. I've seen super soakers. Those are super soakers, okay? And you probably fill them up with urine, like we used to do as kids, man. Man, boys are so dirty, man. We used to do that, man. Piss on them, then shoot them and try to get someone's face. Why? Because we could. We could. But Black Bear, I like Black Bear, man. He's very poised and very even keel, man. Very chi. He's always in chi. Shout out to Black Bear. He got Willie. Willie has the craziest picture, man. That picture is so crazy. And he's kind of a Black Power guy, and then he has like a BDSM picture. Kind of like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction, you know? Willie, if you're gonna talk all that noise, man, don't have a picture that's just like some kind of sadomasochist thing. But Willie's funny, man. Willie, last night was really fun. So Art doesn't like to be challenged. I noticed Art doesn't like to be challenged. If he says, the sky is gray, then the sky is gray. And woe betide the soul that says it's not. Well, Art said, well, I asked a question last night, have any of y'all dated a stripper? And Art was like, yeah. And so he pulled up this number, this name named Jae, and she came up last night. Not a bad looking young lady. Kind of Somalian looking, with the forehead. Um, but Art was like, I got to prove to y'all. I'm like, man, you don't have to prove to us anything, man. We're just messing around, man. I mean, you think we're not going to like you? You think we're going to drop you because you didn't pull up? This is the thing with this channel. No one has to prove anything here. We kind of take you at your word, man. Anyway, she came up. She seemed pleasant. She kind of busted on Art a little bit. Rick in the chat. Rick was trying. I saw Rick kind of slip. Rick kind of slipped in just a little. Yeah. He got honest with the six, and then he was like, "Well, shit, man. Let me just say an 8." I saw you, Rick. But it looks like Art recruited the new person by accident. I don't think he meant for her to stay as long as she did, and certainly not come back. But she's going to come back on karaoke, so that's going to be kind of cool. Which is uh, next weekend. So let's see if she got some pipes. You know, any woman that has Compton on her arm, though, I'm like, I'd be scared. I couldn't handle that. Compton. You know, there was an airline called Northwest Airlines back in the day. It merged with Delta in the I think in 2009, 2010 it merged with Delta, but the initials were NWA on the stock ticker NWA, and you guys know where I'm going with that. And when I think of Compton, I think of NWA. Niger's uh, with attitude. Um, Nationals without administration. Um, Nipples wipe apples. I don't know NWA, but hey, there you go. Ninjas with airplane. Thank you, Dross. Oh, wait, I shouldn't look at the chat. Look at the chat. Ninjas with airplanes. God, what kind of airline would that be, man? But she seems like she's one of the homegirls type, you know, kind of like a L.A. Nasus, you know. So that'll be interesting. Just trying to think of different stuff. CT still doing this stuff over here. Yo, so 36 minutes of CT last Wednesday. He and I went back and forth about JP and Jenny. Uh that's up there on the video, but I got a timestamp Dave. See, I keep going back because Dave is the most interesting person I've ever seen in my life. I I cannot fathom the deoxyribonucleic acid ingredient that formed Dave. I've never, ever, ever, ever met anyone like him, and that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm pretty odd myself, but I've never met a person who I understand and not understand at the same time. It's really weird. And when he goes off, man, you know, last night he walked away from he walked away from the green screen, and you just saw him get smaller, and then he just walked away, and then bang, he appeared. God, I love imperfections. I love imperfections, man. Nobody changed nothing. You're fine the way you are. That's what makes it better, man. Okay. I mean, if CT looked like Brad Pitt, it wouldn't work. You know, if Oprah were hot, it wouldn't work. If Donald Trump were good looking, he wouldn't be as much of a villain. You know, you can't correct something that is incorrect correctly. Does that make sense? Like the older I get, the more I think things are supposed to be broken in a way. Like if I ever flew into Newark Airport and they didn't lose my bag, I would think something is wrong. You know, if I ever flew into LaGuardia and I was on time, I would think, what? I don't trust it. You know, like the best food you'll ever have is from a restaurant that either the health department is being paid off or overlooks or too scared to go in. You know, I don't want a barber that sounds like me. All right. I want a barber that I can barely understand. You know, does it make sense? Yeah, when it comes to like technology, I don't want an old person working on my iPad or what do you know about iPads and computers? You're old. I don't care how much, I don't care what you think you know. The mere fact that you're old, you don't know shit about computers. If someone's going to work on my computer, uh, fat, very fat or very skinny white dudes, you know, those real skinny white dudes, you know, nerd white, really fat or really skinny white dudes. If you're a skinny white dude, you can't have a beard. If you're a fat white dude, you must have a beard. Because those, I need to see that. No Hispanics, Asians, of course. And if you're black, you better have dreadlocks. You better have dreadlocks and a beard that doesn't really, it's unkempt. Because the moment you start trimming your beard, then I'm like, I can't trust you. You know, there's a role for everyone to play, man. I hate to be like those old Southern racists, everyone knew their place, but there's certain caricatures that are necessary to bring out the realness, the integrity, the believability of certain professions. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I didn't make it that way. Well, you know, society. Well, society may have made it that way, but society organized off biological principles. Listen, man, if I see a cop, the cop should be big. The cop should not be my size. It certainly shouldn't be a woman. It doesn't look right. Yeah, I was watching this female drill sergeant yelling at these guys who were twice as big as she was, and I'm thinking they're only doing that because, God, she wouldn't shut up. Can you imagine a nagging housewife as a drill sergeant? I bet you guys would do that. If you put a nagging wife as a drill sergeant, guys would do it. If she was like, listen, I'm going to nag you guys until you do what I say, and then I'll shut up. You could put little old Karen there, man, and guys would be doing push ups. They'd be walking 15 miles, anything to shut her up. Because a nagging Karen can make men do all kinds of things. See, men like peace, man. Men like quiet. Men just they want quiet. They want order, man. And women can really screw that up big time. You know. Speaking of screw ups, my Cowboys. Now they didn't screw up, but they didn't really do well. Ties are weird in sports. I never with a tie. Like, what is a tie, man? A tie is something you put around your neck. But a tie in sports, I'm not really buying it. Someone has to win, man. All right. The game is meant to win. It's not made to tie. So there has to be someone has to win, man. It's kind of like boxing. I think boxing should be unlimited rounds. Okay. Someone's got to tap out or someone has got to get knocked out. But none of this 12 round stuff. All right, I want to see 40 rounds where both guys are punch drunk. No, no one gets in sports to tie. Tying should be banned. You know, if you got to play 500 innings, you play 500 innings. Somebody will eventually lose. And I maintain the longer stuff goes on, the more funny it gets. Can you imagine two guys in like 100 rounds of boxing? That would be great, man. Oh gosh, man, this channel's pretty fun, man. You guys are funny people, man. In the chat, on the panel, man. You guys are really funny, and I don't know. It's kind of like an online family. It's kind of like an online family, you know. And I like I like that a lot, man. I like that a lot. You know, the bar comes in, people come in, they leave, come back, and they leave. You know. Yeah, I'm like the bar owner that comes in and talks, and everyone laughs and smiles, but they can't wait for that person to leave. You know, if you don't know who stinks in the office, it's you. If you don't know who the asshole is, it's you. So it must not be me because I know I'm the asshole. Oh God, the world keeps turning. But I just wanted to come on and say it's been a while since I've talked to you guys. I want to thank you for supporting the show as much as you guys do, man. Please leave comments too. If you get bored or something and you really can't find anything to do, going back to past shows and leaving comments kind of helps with the algorithm. Um, just a like helps. The little thumbs up thing, certainly with the shorts, it helps too. I think because we got a lot of play with that 36-minute thing with me and CT. We'll probably do more little, instances where we can just clip like longer length, shorter length of longer videos where there's a really funny exchange. But y'all check out last night though when Jay came up, Jae, uh, with Art. It was so fun. Art was blushing and it was good. It was good. Good spontaneous stuff. 84 was instigating. 84's brother was just laughing with that mop head of his. So we got a good thing, man. 6:30 tonight Eastern. See you guys. I don't know what CT's gonna talk about. Whatever it is, gonna be funny. But um, like I said, man, Gospel of Bob is all us just hanging out. So 6:30 tonight Eastern time. Be good to see you guys. I'm gonna hit the sack. Y'all be good. Talk soon.